Hi, my name's Randy, and this has been my 2020. I'm a grade 6 boys hub leader, and this is my first year at Rev.
Part of your story and your involvement with Rev that's really unique is that you've been involved with kids ministry in the past, but this is your first year being a youth leader. Tell us a little bit about that journey so far.
Well, I've been a Sunday school teacher for about 8 years, and it was when my son was in grade 4, so this is now a couple of years back, where I started being more consistent with the same group of students, and then moved up to grade 5, and now transitioned into grade 6 as a youth hub leader.
So in our experience of Rev, you're the first that comes to mind, and maybe the only that has actually made that transition from being a Sunday school teacher to being a youth leader in middle school in grade 6. What made you or what motivated you to say yes and to continue with your group of boys?
Well, it first starts with, I was asked, just simply, hey, would you ever consider? And feeling a responsibility that being a Christian, attending church is not just about attending, it's being involved. And when my heart pulls in that kind of capacity, right away it feels natural to just say, yeah, this is something that I can do, and this is something I should do. And so quite simply, it became a natural fit to join my son growing up with some of his peers in Sunday school classes, now to be in Rev.
What helped you kind of like get over some of those fears or uncertainties?
Well, I'm not sure that I'm always over these fears. These are very much unknowns, not to mention this COVID online piece that we're doing right now. It's very different than what I anticipated it to be. And so I'm doing a lot of learning at the same time. But overcoming some of the fears is just pretending I'm just one of the team.
What have been some of the joys in being a youth leader, and are there any like surprises in terms of things that you've enjoyed in being a youth leader so far?
Some of the joys are still being discovered. But certainly seeing the kids each week or every time we meet, I should say, being so excited to see each other, either in the first couple of months where it was face-to-face, and now over the last month or so online, just the anticipation that they want to be there with their peers. There's going to be many more things I think that I discover as joys as time goes on. So I'm really open to what that anticipation looks like and feels like. I'm learning just as much as some of these kids are, in the sense of being involved in a big group at such a younger age.
What are you most excited about when it comes to continuing to develop that relationship with them?
When I think back to my own youth group experiences, I sometimes wondered, why are some of these older people attending youth? And yet, some of these older youth leaders that were attending, my age now with some of these kids, really had a bigger impact than what I realized as a youth member back then. So now that I see myself, it's full circle. I'm that individual who's got things maybe in a sense figured out for some of these students, understanding what they're going to go through, and yet have to remember it's a long time ago.
Wow.
Exciting though.
How would you love to say thanks to volunteer youth leaders everywhere?
Again, being involved is a privilege, and we have to look at it that way. So when you think about everybody's got a role that they're filling in this capacity, the encouragement is, especially in a season like this, don't be predetermined what it's going to be. Allow yourself to be open to change. Allow yourself to be open to how God will move in the direction through the different seasons over the next few months, and also how these students will start adapting to what the online platform may look like over the next few weeks. And so the encouragement is not to put yourself into a box, but rather stay open-minded to what these changes may bring, but be full of excitement and anticipation for great things ahead. The encouragement for my group is to be open to the Spirit moving in their lives. Anticipation for the next greatest thing, the newest experience. And I think we will uncover what those truths will be in their lives in the number of weeks following Christmas, and as we anticipate what the new year brings. And their encouragement for them is to press forward and accept that God will be moving in their lives. This is their first year being involved in really an area where they're trying to figure out as they're growing up. This isn't just for young kids. This is their beginning of teenagehood and that involvement. And this is a whole bunch of new discoveries. So let's be open to what the Spirit's leading will be.